Hello and welcome to yet another cast. For you today I have a custom 4v4 played on the Norax Mapgen, as all recent games seem to be. We've got a matchup with with East and West right now. I did that in the wrong order, but whatever. With Team 1 right here on the west and Team 2 in the east. Let's start with Team 1. In the north, in the stark blue, going UAF, opening first land, we have Derek, also being the highest rated player in the game at 2200, so watch out for them. To the south of that, we have Melon, Pippin, Coley, going Seraphim in normal blue, opening first land. To the south of that, we have Citrus in red, going Aeon, opening first land. And to the south of that, we have Babel, also opening first land, going Aeon in orange. Now for Team 2, let's start at the south. We have Chat, the second highest rated player in the game at 1800. In dark green, going Seraphim, opening first land. To the north of that, we have Henny Bellow in purple, opening first land, going Seraphim. To the north of that, in piss yellow, we have Judako going UEF, opening first land. And is that... I think that is second air, yes. And to the north of that, we have Love Me Some Rice, going Cybran, opening first land in green. And that's all the players. Almost expect there to be another player, but no, that was 8 players, yes. Game balance is at 93%, so pretty balanced. And going by this map size, I suspect that this is 17k. Maybe 15k, but I think with the difference between the edge right here, it's probably more like 17k. But let's take a look at Reclaim. Just Reclaim all over the map, everywhere a bit. And some civilian structures in the middle, some in these corners. A lot of maxes. And some plateaus that may be fought over. Right, Love Me Some Rice pointing out that the wreck is probably gonna be fucking them up royally. That's fair. And Chad suggesting that they just snipe them. Though we'll have to see how that goes. Generally just the players spreading out a bit and grabbing and pushing forward with the commanders. Already a 10 mass advantage for Team 2. So that is pretty impressive. But Team 1 just caught up on that. It's actually had an Halberd, so whatever. Not that big of a deal. May have been Reclaim related. Now, not a lot of stuff going on currently. Just players moving to the middle, getting some stuff done. There's a small raid with a Celan and a tank out from Hannibalo. Moving in up here. And I'm currently at the right sim position to just see the trees up here. Still render in with the bottom ones, or stop rendering in, the bottom ones still staying there. Well, fun, I guess. But yeah, one tank going down, one surviving, and that's just picking up the Celan as well. Meantime, there was some attempt to get past up here in the north by the wreck, but that got picked up by Love Me Some Rice, by that ACU, as well as some Mantis and a Lab. And there's actually a sizable chunk of reclaim right here, 150. Though that's not actually being claimed, sadly. In the meantime, Hannibalo grabbing the reclaim right here in the middle. Currently, it doesn't seem like there's any other play for that by any other players, so they are able to get all of that. But it's, well, to be fair, that is actually a bit of reclaim. I'm not sure, I can't remember how big the Cyber and Science Labs and residential structures are, but that's probably a hundred reclaim. It's gonna be a few T2 Maxers. Or, I guess, a few B-gens. $85, okay. So not that much. In the meantime, small push down here in the south out from chat. Facing off against Babel. And Love Me Sunrise deciding to just go all in, getting that ACU close and personal, and maybe try and get Direct with a early ACU push. Considering the fact that they are at a massive skill disadvantage right here, it is a reasonable idea, since just hoping to get in a position where they may be able to take out the ACU. But that seems to have failed, so there's that. Since, yeah, Love Me Sunrise took a lot more damage than the wreck in that. And thus, yeah, that is not looking good. Although there is a runway up here in the north that may actually get some stuff. Maybe get some of these maxes picked up. Definitely these engineers, possibly even in Hydro. Never mind, the engineers actually threw up a T1 PD, and that is actually able to quite effectively take out these Mantas. So there are 2 T1 maxes that went down to that. Love Me Sunrise down below half health. The wreck at above, slightly above half health. And Jodoka now moving in as well. In the meantime, here in the middle we have a bit of a push attempted out from Hannibalo, but that was just easily dissuaded with these commanders. Melon Pippin Corley actually has a gun upgrade on that ACU. In the meantime, Babel is taking a lot of fire from these units out from Chad. Also being down below half HP now. And quite a bit lower than Chad. Also, since when does the Seraphim ACU actually get more base HP than the Aeon one? Completely missed that that they changed that. Well, that's good to know. But yeah, in the meantime, up here in the north, we have a continuation of the push out from Love Me Sunrise, taking out some of these factories, getting some additional mass killed, maybe trying to get a level of veterancy to even out the HP pool a bit. And also get that get a even higher regen. That's how I wanted to say that. But with the support of the Rotoka, having that UEF ACU, that's not gonna be too bad. Gun now also coming out for Hannibalo. That is going to be very effective, very useful considering the fact that Melon Pippin Corley already has a gun. No upgrade out for Citrus. Currently nothing out from Chad or Babel. And nothing out from Direct either. Saying that, Babel just started gun range. Fair enough. And Now just a massive amount of spam out from Mapgen and this stuff and the wreck. Pushing in, getting Love Me Some Rice, and yeah. They saw that they were not able to actually get out of there and decided to control K. Fair enough. Right. Chad is now getting gun as well. Gun range has been finished up by Babel. They are now getting shield. Would have expected the second gun upgrade, but shield is... I guess shield also works. Getting up even more HP on that ACU. And Mapgen pushing up with that ACU into the base of Judica. Gun about to finish for Hannibalo. There it is. And Direk now just using that ACU to pick up some T1 units that are coming by, as well as just these the army that has now been produced in the meantime. But yeah, with that, the Eastern team is actually already down one player. Mapgen also making quite a bit of progress on the right here on the east, taking out quite a bit of stuff with that ACU. Already one level of veterancy. And requesting some E, I suspect to overcharge. Let's take a look at economies. Team 2, never mind, Team 1 is actually at on eco. With around 70 eco additional income. Never mind that, okay no, that was fluctuating quite a bit, I suspect that was reclaim. Yeah. Okay, I think it is actually stably 80 difference now. But yeah, that's a massive difference in on the eco game. Team 1 now actually for a moment over 500 with reclaim. So yeah, definitely massive, and I think the difference now is basically at 100 mass income, which is just nuts. Saying that, Babel just went down to a push out from chat. Being pushed by an army and that gun ACU. And Judica is getting has also gotten shield. That is a proper chunky UEF commander having shield, nano and gun. That commander won't be killed that easily. Now in the meantime there is a small push out from the rack up here in the north. But that will just be dispatched with easily. Or dealt with easily. I'm sorry if I use words wrongly. English is still a second language for me. And I may still attribute the wrong meaning to a word. Sorry about that, if that happens. In the meantime, let's take a look at reclaim fields that may have been created. Well, basically everywhere where fighting was going on. Chad actually managing to get to get a proper foothold down here, getting factory up, and maybe even trying to get those maxes down here. There is T3 air. It has been achieved by Citrus right now, and probably has already been achieved for a while, but I didn't notice. Sorry about that. There is also T3 air out for Judaco, as well as T3 land. T3 land also out for Hannibalo, and T3 land currently still going up, but at 85% for Chad. In the meantime, how does it look for the other team? Drag at T2 Aeon land down here. Right, they are actually migrating the space. Only T1 land out for Citrus. And I think that's only T2 land. Yeah, currently that's only T2 land. We're 50% on T3. Out for Macaulay. Is that T3 land out for the wreck? No, I don't think so. Never mind, yes there is. I'm just blind. So only direct currently for Northern team having access to T3 land. That will be quite a problem for the Western team. And now also a push with some loyalists and some mixed T1 and T2 being very annoying right here, pushing in out from Jodaku. Jodoku. I think I said it wrong for the entire game already. Judoku. Judoka. That's how you say that. Took me a moment. God, that name is hard for me to pronounce for some reason. Now some gunships out from them to just take out the stuff up here on the plateau, and being very successful with that, taking out 4 Maxes. So fair enough. And as I already suspected, there are now Maxes, the Maxes up here are now being claimed by chat. I have been claimed by chat. Though there is a lot of Maxes down here in the back, still claimed by the wreck. Who is also trying to use Blazes to defend against this T1. I guess that works. Blazes are still somewhat able to deal with T1. They don't trade well with T2 if you don't micro them properly, but at the T1 stage it's still fine. Meantime, right here in the middle we have quite a few sniper bots now firing upon this position of Citrus, staying outside of the Oblivion turret's range and just killing those from the distance. Being a bit of a nuisance. And about to take out the first two. Oh, never mind. That got one of them got blocked out. Got blocked by a tank, but it wasn't that lucky the second time over, so that didn't work out. Right, the wreck now going into full T3 land production. And just getting out a lot of parashields and titans. Is there flag in that mix? Yes, there is a flag in that mix. Was just curious because you always want to have some AA with your unit mix. Though I guess criticizing the wreck would be a bit questionable for me, as I am at a significantly lower rating. I'm below half. I don't even have half the rating points. So obviously I wouldn't be properly qualified to criticize the wreck, I guess. I can however still give my shitty opinion about what I think could be done better. Eco's are actually looking pretty even now for both teams. Both in the 570s to 580s, depending on reclaim numbers. And the wreck making a counter push down here in the south against Chat. With some places, however, these bases are facing off against sniper bots now. So that will not be that effective anymore. Right. There is a push of quite a few titans now up here in the north. Out from the wreck as well. Up against the forces of Judoka. God, I can't pronounce that. I'm probably gonna pronounce that every time I try to pronounce it, so I'm just gonna leave it with that. Probably sorry if you should ever see this judoka, but your name is too complicated for me to pronounce. You can't expect me to pronounce difficult names. Nano currently going up for any battle. It's probably a good idea considering the fact that that there is T2 and even potentially some T3 land in here now as well. Is that T3 land out? There's a T3 land HQ at least out. So something. Now there was some T3 being produced here, I believe, yes. T3 land has been shifted down here in the south for the rack as well. And they just started getting T3 air as well, in addition to that. Also, I must have... Wait, no, I didn't miss an airfight, there are the ASF. I was just about to say that Citrus doesn't seem to have a lot of ASF. I must have missed an ASF fight, but they are right up here currently with the rack. Now the rack pushing up in here with a whole bunch of Titans, but pushing against bricks, and Titans don't tend to trade very well with bricks, so that's not looking too great right now. And here's also that ACU I mentioned a bit earlier, with its shield and nano upgrade being a royal nuisance to kill. Like, you don't just kill this ACU. There isn't a lot of stuff that can actually get this amount of HP. I mean, there is still the Seraphim double nano, which does get more, yes, but we don't talk about that. But the Titans are now just running through here at the north, bypassing the Spriggs, and thus are able to actually get something done. Though the bricks are now moving in from behind and cutting off any attempted reinforcements, if there were any. But Durek already understands, or recognizes that this won't be much more than a raiding party, and thus is not bothering to send any more. No, it's a very big raiding party, to be honest. Now, Melon Pippin Collie is moving in with that massive force of T2 against a whole bunch of T2 PD, but I suspect that this is probably going to be enough to just overrun that. So, whatever. However, there are now sniper bots thinning out the Horde of Ishras. So that will probably be an issue. Hannibalo also still with that AC up at the front, using that gun and nano upgrade, and just pumping in the damage and the overcharges to thin out the horde right here, doing some amazing damage. In the meantime, down here we have a whole bunch of Orphans and some sniper bots. Really, the Seraphim sniper bots are called... Wait, no, they are not called Destiny. That's a renaming word. Okay, I was confused for a moment because that seemed like a unusually normal name for a Seraphim unit. Almost confused me for a moment, but no. But yeah, these are currently just just putting in fire against the Harbingers in conjunction with these Orphans. And these T3 mobile shield generators also helping to keep the defense up right here, to keep that stuff alive. But there are also a whole bunch of destroyers now moving in as well, for Citrus, that are going to help defend this. Right, the push or the run by up here in the north has gotten some more stuff, but it's quickly running out of units, so that's probably that. There are a bunch of T3 air factories, of course, for T3 air production. Though I believe there are actually more for the Eastern team. No, not the Eastern team, that's the Western team. Silly me. Yeah, the Western team does actually have more air production right now. But Chad also getting up quite a bit of land production currently still. Getting up a sizable force right here. And now there's a notable push of Direk, pushing in the position of Shudoku, or Shudoka. I'm probably never gonna get this right over this entire cast, and I'm horribly sorry for that. Anyway, they are pressuring this position, taking out a T3 land HQ, though I suspect that was not the HQ. Okay, there's T3 land for Cybran. Never mind, that may actually have been the Aeon, not the Aeon, the UEF HQ. It is getting pretty late for me right now, so I hope you can excuse me flopping up my words. That just tends to happen when it's getting a bit late for me. I just tend to forget how to build speed even more than usually. Right, there is just this position, this stuff right here with a whole bunch of cyberbots just firing into this army of the wreck, slowly whittling away at it. The same up here basically for Hannibal, just firing into this force of Ishivas. And still only Titans out for the wreck. I think it would probably be a good idea to go for some posies now as well, but on the other hand, who am I to criticize the gameplay of someone over twice my rating, so yeah. That's probably a good reason that they are going for just pure Titans right now. In the meantime, a small push down here, with that force that has been under a bit of attack of with the sniper from the sniper bots. Just pushing in against Chad's stuff now. Getting some damage down, but not too much. And yeah, taking some hit losses. Okay, there is a fat boy going up for Shidako. Is there any other experimenters? Yes, there is a chicken going up for Hannibal. And there is a chicken queued up for Jet. In the meantime, the Western team. Is there anything experimental-wise currently in the works? Yes, there is a chicken being slowly built up by Melon, Pip, and Collie. But that is only going up very, very slowly. And currently nothing out by Drake, who is probably leading the pack eco-wise. On note of eco, let's take a look at ecos. As I suspected, Drake is currently leading the pack at eco with 572. Almost half, basically producing half of the eco the entire enemy team is pulling in. The Team 1 being at 1.1k eco right now, 1.2 right, just dropped up. And Team 2 being at just 1k eco. So that's a 200 mass difference in income. There are however now some drops out from the Piss Yellow player. I'm not gonna show what I'm just gonna settle on with name-wise. Judoka. I actually think I just said it first, correctly first try this time. Anyway, getting some stuff up here. I think that's a TML, so that's gonna be annoying. But the chicken for Hannibal just finished. And there's actually a notable push right here currently, just walking past this firebase. Problem with firebases, especially on very open maps, is the fact that you can just walk past them. And in the meantime, Chad is also still just kiting the stuff of Direct down here in the south with their sniper bots to just get some damage down. And those are actually observers. I honestly rarely see observers. Was not sure how they work. I understand that they, as shield disruptors, they do additional damage against shields or something like that, or very good at dealing with shields. Maybe they do lingering damage as well, not sure. Not sure that properly works. But I usually don't see them. Because they aren't as good against, or not really good against normal units. And the amount of shielded units is generally very low. And unless your opponent is going heavy into mobile shield generators, it's not worth it. Though saying that, in this case, the Eastern team is going heavy into mobile shield generators, so it's definitely worth it. Now, chicken up here currently just taking out this counter push out from Direct and Melon Collie. Moving back behind that. And there's a shit ton of Titans moving into reinforce for Direct as well. Though the Titan Force right now is already doing some significant damage right here. But saying that, there's a second chicken already moving in for Hannibalo. And also checking now out for Chad. We also started building more chickens now. Meantime, the fat boy up here is still taking its time. But I think with 2 chickens this will probably be not too hard to defend now, and never mind, I completely missed the fact that there was already a fat boy finished. And that the fat boy up here is currently the second one being built. Over halfway done. And there's also another chicken currently going up that just got into the crane. But yeah, all of this stuff is now obviously under heavy siege from this fat boy. With the fat boy doing some amazing damage. 1 chicken goes down to the Titans. Lightning Storm will probably do quite a bit of damage. Yep. Is anything else going on? Well, there are some spearheads out from Direct, just taking out the stuff up here that Judoka tried to set up. Denying this position. Fair enough. And Hannibalo now being forced to use their comm to actually defend against this Titan push. Though that comm does have nano and thus will probably not die that easily. Fat boy now also starting to take some fire. The shield actually did go down. And thus the fat boy is now going down very, very quickly, getting very, very low. Another chicken died, and currently this chicken is here just keeping on the fence. T2PD being spammed up by Hannibalo to defend against this large force of Titans. Chicken is at 64%, 65, so it will probably not finish until these Titans are just gone. And in the meantime there's another push, another small push going up here in the north. The fat boy for Judoka just finished, and with that That's that. Drag gives up control carrying all their stuff since they basically lost their entire force right now. In that singular push. I think they had built up and there are still multiple experimentals for the opponent. Fair enough. And in the meantime, Chad is still pushing down here in the south, making even more progress. Taking more ground. Chicken is moving up. And just mass T1 bombers out from Citrus trying to help against that. But yeah, I think this game is decided now with Direct bowing out. And Mountain Collie is still doing a small push up here, but that's still very small, and reinforcements to that are being cut off by this chicken right here out from Bellow. Our chicken just finished for Chad. That will probably just be enough to defend Chad's base. An earlier chicken out from them, moving in from the north to help defend. And with that, this push is basically already cleaned up. Taking some heavy damage from these chickens and going down. There's basically just, these units here aren't really an army anymore, it's basically just units streaming into chickens now. So that's not gonna work out very well. So yeah. This game is probably over at this point. To be fair, just the spam of T1 bombers is now helping to take this stuff out. Chad just asking the opponents to surrender. The Western team. Reasonable call since the situation seems pretty desperate now for them, since they are heavy down on experimentals and don't really have the spam anymore. Massive spam coming up here out from Judoka, and the Western team decides to capitulate and just recalls. Fair enough. I hope you enjoyed this cast. This was streamed live on Twitch, as all my casts are. I still can't put proper links into my description, so because YouTube is still being annoying. So you'll have to go over via my channel page where I have my Twitch linked. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the cast. Hope to see you again in the future. Maybe another cast, maybe another, maybe in a stream. Who knows? Anyway, hope you enjoyed. See you whenever, and till then, bye.